Hi, team. Okay, so you don't have any extra homework this weekend, but you do have the work that we're going to be doing in class. So let's actually jump right into it and not waste any time. So today we're going to be looking at, figurative and connotative language in the Metamorphosis. I know we've been talking about this a lot, and we're talking about it so much because I want you guys to know these really, really well. Because that way, when you sit down to take your Regents next year, when you have to write the paragraph about a literary element, you can use one of these and you're going to know it like the back of your hand. All right. We're going to talk about other literary elements too and work with them a lot. These just happen to be the first ones that we're doing. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So you're going to decide which section of the story you want to do that we have read so far. So 1, 2, or 3. Okay. And then for that section of the story, you're going to go back and reread it and find examples of imagery and connotative language. And I'll show you how. And then you're going to pick your best 2. And if we were here in person, you guys would be discussing together. But if you're remote, you're just going to be choosing the 2 that you think are the best examples, the most clear examples. Okay. So when we look at your worksheet, hang on, where did it go? Here we go. Okay, so when you look at your worksheet, you're going to see a chart here for your 3 examples of imagery. And when I say example, that should be a piece of evidence that you've copied from the text. And then you're going to see here a place for 3 pieces of evidence for connotative language. And if you need a reminder, connotative language is like a specific word or a phrase that brings up a really specific or like kind of almost like you can touch it reaction, right? So if I used the connotative language of like he was aggressive, aggressive is a connotative word that makes you think of somebody who's loud, who's violent, who's in your face, right? So that's the kind of stuff that we're looking for as a reminder. And then when you're done adding them in here, you're going to pick your favorite example of imagery or the one that you think is the best and put it here. And then you're going to do that for connotative language as well. So I'm not going to go through and do an example here because I really, really want to see where you guys are without the example. So I'm going to pause you here, but if you have questions, as usual, just email me or text me on Remind.